Hi, Luke here from Finex. Today I'm going to unbox and install the Finex smart door handle, so by the end of this video you'll know exactly how it works. Let's start with the box. This is what the box looks like. And here we see the cutting template first. Well, this is a cutting diagram so you can mount the door handle in the door the right way. I'll just put this down here. Then we can already see the manual nicely laid out. A comprehensive manual in multiple languages: Dutch, English, German and French. Next, we will now come to this part first. With some small screws. With the door lock. And so we include a door lock in the package. It's a 50 by 50 door lock, but you don't necessarily have to use this one. You can also connect your existing door lock to the door handle. So if you have a larger or smaller door lock, that's not a problem. But we simply include a 50 by 50 door lock. Here you have the smart tags, and with these cards you can also open the door handle. You can link them to the door handle and then use them to open it. I'll just put these down here as well. Then here you have, of course, all the necessities to install the door handle in the door, and you also have 2 emergency keys. So for example, if the batteries run out, you'll get a notification well in advance, every time the door opens and in the app. But anyway, if it does happen, you have an emergency key here, and with that you can always open the door handle. That wraps things up here. Now we'll remove this part. I'll put this down here for a moment, and then here you have the door handle itself. Well, these are packed in 2 nice little bags. Let me see how I can take them out nicely. Anderson. So, this is the front panel of the door handle. And here we have a detailed look at the back panel of the device. I'm holding the front panel of the door handle here in my hands. This is what it looks like, and when you receive it, there will still be a protective layer on it. Because of that, it might look like there are scratches on the door handle, but that's not actually the case. It's important that you remove the protective layer. And this applies not only to the front panel, but also to the back panel. So both panels have protective layers on them, and those need to be removed. Okay, I'm now going to connect the door handle to the TT Lock app. That's the app we use for the door handle. And what we're going to do is first connect the front panel and the back panel together. We do that using this particular cable. We then connect it right here at this specific point on the device. Like this. Now, what we're going to do next is open the app. And what's important here is that you first create an account in the TT Lock app. And once you've done that, you'll end up on this screen. And then you can press the circle with the plus sign in it. And then you tap on door lock. But then it says turn on Bluetooth. That's important, of course. It's important to turn on your Bluetooth. Press door lock again. Now it says tap one of the numbers on the keypad to activate it. What you need to do is place your finger on the front panel screen and then tap next here. Now you'll see that it finds it immediately. This is the name of the door handle, and here you can press the plus sign so they can connect to each other. Now it says successful. Give it a name. You are now the administrator of the lock, so you can give it a name. For example, let's just say, for instance, a typical office space, perhaps a bustling corporate environment. Then you click on it. Okay, we've now connected the door handle in the app, and you can now control your door handle from your phone. So with this app, and I'll walk you through the options so you know exactly what you can do with it. If you press E keys here, you can send an E key to someone, and then you press the plus sign at the bottom here. Well, then you can make it a timed one. So you send an e-key to someone's phone number or to someone's email address. And that's a code they can use to open the door handle. You can make it a timed one. You can choose to send a code that they can only use once. You can send a permanent code to that person or a recurring code. So let's say we choose a one-time code. Then we enter the phone number here, the email address of the person who is allowed to use a code to enter once, and you fill in that person's name here, so that when they actually use your code to open the door, you'll receive a notification in your app and you'll know exactly who it was. Now you can conveniently set a unique access code here, so just a specific numerical code that is permanently assigned for this particular door handle. Additionally, you have physical cards, and those are essentially the smart tags, which provide another method of secure entry. 2 smart tags are included. I have them here. And I'll grab one now and then we'll connect it to the door handle. We're going to connect that smart tag in the app. You do that by pressing Add Card here. Now you can give it a name, Smart Tag 1. Let's do that now. Smart Tag 1, and then we need to set a time here, so how long it will be valid. Well, we'll set it from today. It will be valid until next year, so this smart tag is now valid for a year. Now we press. By the way, you can set this yourself. We're doing a timed smart tag now, but you can also make it permanent or recurring. But we're doing a timed one, so we press next. Please make your call. Now the front panel turns on, and what we need to do is success. You just place it on there. You hear input successful, and then you see here that smart tag 1 is connected to the door handle. You can now close this window, and I can now hold the smart tag up to it. And you see that it opens. So that's how simple it actually is. But we'll just put that back for now. Now, we can do the same with fingerprints. We press the plus button below to add a fingerprint. Now we enter the name. My name is Luke, and again we're doing a timed one. This one is valid until next year again. And then we press next. What we do then is it also says you should place your finger on the sensor a few times according to the instructions. Then with a deliberate action, you press the start button and I carefully place my thumb firmly upon it. Please, I implore you, press again, ensuring a solid contact. Yes, please press again, maintaining that steady pressure. Ah, successful, truly successful. So now, as you can clearly see, my name is prominently listed under the registered fingerprints, indicating a successful enrollment. And with that confirmation, we can now proceed to go back to the previous menu or screen, having completed this important step. Now let's give it a try. Well, you can see that the door handle opens, and you can also find all of this back as you see here. You can see who has nicely opened the door. Thank you for watching this instructional video. I hope I was able to answer all your questions. If you still have questions or uncertainties, we have a support page on our website where you can find all the answers to your questions.